Welcome back. I hope you are doing great. As a part of the previous lecture, we understood how do we read the CSV files, what are the different options of reading the CSV files. As a part of this lecture, we'll understand writing the CSV files. Any idea how reading the CSV file is different from writing the CSV file? They are more or less similar in terms of options and all those things. Whatever the options you have seen, in case of reading, some of the options also hold valid in writing the CSV files. So then how is it different? We will see that in the next slide. It is different because in case of reading the CSV, we are using the data frame reader. But in case if you want to write into a CSV file, you got to use the data frame writer. First and foremost thing is, why do you need to write into a CSV file? Is there any reason for that? All we need to do is read the data from CSV file or some other file and create the data frame, right? Why do we need to write into a CSV file? There is a reason for that. Imagine you are working in a project. There you read a JSON file and create a data frame 1. Why are you creating the data frame 1? Just to keep and worship the data frame, is it? Not really. You want to subject the data frame for transformation, for analysis, for processing. Once you subject the data frame for processing, you may get one more data frame. Some of the systems downstream of the Spark may need this particular data in some format. That would be CSV format. In that case, this process data frame need to be written into CSV file so that this app can read it and do further processing. That is the reason we need to take the process data frame and write that into different files, one of the format being CSV format. So let us look at the different options here. You got to provide the data frame name. This is process data frame. Then data frame writer. This is the data frame writer. Then provide the format into which you want to write. After that, you can specify different options whichever are available for writing into a CSV format. Then last thing, please do not forget this, because we are used to reading a file by using a load option. When you want to write it into a CSV file, you got to use a save option. This is how you write into a CSV file. One thing what you have to observe is, when you write into a CSV file, instead of getting a name of the file or one file, you tend to get a folder within that many files. Any idea what may be the reason for that? The reason is, remember, when we have created the data frame, Spark takes the educated guess and creates the number of partitions also as a part of the data frame, so that it can be distributed across the different executors and processing can happen in a distributed way. Now, when you want to write the process data frame into a file, then those partitions would be written into files. So, if you have partitions 5, there will be some 5 files created. Each partition would be one file. That is the reason when you write into a CSV file, there will be folder created in that and there will be numerous files within that folder according to the number of partitions. Thank you.